Hi, and welcome to Karen'sKitchenEasy.com. Together with our kitchen basics, tips, and tricks, we're going to make you the star of your kitchen. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And be sure to check out the link below this video. It will take you to Karen'sKitchenEasy.com, where you can get a printable version of today's recipe. But just remember, if it was easy, everybody'd be doing it. But wait, it is easy, and you can do it too. Today's recipe is easy chocolate party lollipops. And who doesn't like lollipops? And they're a great way to get your children involved in the kitchen because they are so easy to do. We're going to start with a plastic disposable funnel that you can buy in any kitchen store or big box store. And they're usually used for decorating cakes, but in this case, we're going to use it for melting chocolate. And I learned this from my niece Betsy, who also gave me the idea for this party dessert. And so thank you, Betsy. But this is a regular cone that doesn't have the end open. It's completely solid at the cone. And we're going to fill this with our chocolate morsels. And we're going to use just regular chocolate morsels like you get in the grocery store for chocolate chip cookies. We're just going to open the top and fill it about half full. We don't want to fill it too full because we want to be careful that they don't come out the end. But we filled it about half full here. And then we're going to pinch the top together and twist it closed because we want to be sure the chocolate doesn't come out the end. And we have that done. We're going to put it in the microwave oven on full for about 30 seconds. So I'll see you back here in 30 seconds. Now at the end of 30 seconds, it's partially melted. We're going to be sure the top stays twisted tight, and then we're just going to start squeezing it. And that will mix the chocolate, the melted and the unmelted chocolate, to be sure that some places don't get melted too quickly and burn. So keep that top twisted so when we squeeze, it doesn't squeeze out the top. But when we get it mixed pretty well, we're going to put it back in the microwave for another 30 seconds. So now that that's done, we have it very well melted. We make sure the top stays nice and twisted. We squeeze it to be sure everything is melted. And it is warm, but it's not hot and it's easy to work with. So when we're done, we're going to clip off the tip, not too far, to be sure you can still control it well. And then we'll just be able to squeeze the chocolate out. Now you can see on this piece of paper I've drawn a circle. That's going to be the size of my lollipop. And because we don't want to do right on paper, I'm going to lay a piece of plastic over top of that paper, and we're going to pipe directly onto the plastic in the circle, and then we're going to fill it in too. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to smooth it out afterwards. But we're going to put a thin layer down because we're actually going to do 2 layers of chocolate, and you'll see why in a minute. But we're going to snip the very tip of our tube off with scissors right there. And then we're going to pipe the circle. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but there we are. And then we're just going to, just with some nice strokes, color in with chocolate. And again, you don't want too thick of a layer here, so don't squeeze too fast or too hard. But there we have it all piped in. Now we're going to take a little wooden skewer, or what I have here are some narrow tongue depressors that I found in a big box store, or you have them in the grocery stores, and just smooth it out very roughly. We're actually going to put a second layer on this, but smooth it out. Then we're going to take that little skewer and lay it down onto our chocolate. Press it down a little bit. Then we're actually going to put a second layer on top. So try to use the same outline again. And take your time doing this. And again, if you're working with children on this, you might, as an adult, want to do the actual chocolate squeezing yourself. And of course, it doesn't have to be a circle. It can be square or a Christmas tree or any other creative shape. And then take another stick and just smooth it out. Make a nice smooth surface here. Not because it is just chocolate we're working with. Be sure you get a nice quality chocolate. Don't get the artificial chocolate or anything like that. But we've smoothed it out here, and now we're going to make it a little bit special. We could eat it like that, but we're going to make it a little bit more colorful. What I have here are some miniature Reese's Pieces. And we're going to put those on, and you can put them on in any decoration, any creative way you like, but you need to be sure you work it while it's warm so it sticks. I'm going to use tweezers because sometimes I'm a little shaky with my hands, but we're just going to place these on and press it down just a little bit to be sure that it adheres well to the chocolate. And I think I'm just going to do a little smiley face here, but you can do any creative way you like. And you don't have to use Reese's Pieces. You can get little cake decorations in any color you like. You can get nonpareils. We'll talk about some other things you can do. You can even get white chocolate bits to press down in here, or butterscotch bits. There's so many great things at the grocery store you can find to make your chocolate lollipops one of a kind. But there I've got my little smiley face, and he looks kind of good for Halloween. Maybe we could make him look a bit like a jack-o'-lantern. But we're just going to press this down here onto the chocolate. There we are. And we're going to put him in the refrigerator for, or the freezer for about a half an hour or an hour to be sure it sets up well. And then when that's done, we can peel the backing off, and there we have our lollipop. And that's all there is to it. So we're going to put him in the refrigerator, and I'll see you back here in half an hour. So here we are. It's been half an hour, and you can see I made a few others, and I made one that's just chocolate too. And you simply peel the back off, and there he is, a chocolate lollipop. Boy, can you imagine anybody going after that at a party? And you can see I also did one here that just had a variety of orange and yellow decorations on it. And there's my little smiley face. And again, you just peel that off, and there he is. Now you can, if you want to peel it off before it gets too set, you can actually try decorating the back. But we're going to peel these guys all off. And I've also got another one piped on the bag here. And he is still warm. It hasn't set yet. So what I'm going to do is put some sprinkles on him. And I have chocolate sprinkles here, so they're not going to show up all that well. But just shake your sprinkles over top of the chocolate, and it just gives a nice surface and a little bit of crunch to your lollipop. Now once you've got them all spread out over top of it, you're going to want to press it down a little bit to be sure that it adheres really well. So once you finish, just press it down gently with your fingers. And then, of course, it's going to want to go back in the refrigerator to set up well. But once again, it's very simple to do. You can use anything. And I'm going to show you a fun and creative way to display them at your party, too. I've taken a ball of styrofoam, and I've covered it with foil. And then I can take my lollipops and just press them down into it in any design, any fashion you want. Let's get that little guy out of there so you can see it a little bit better. And they're a little top heavy, so you want to be sure you keep it very balanced. And even if you want to make it a little bit more special, you can tie a ribbon around the handle, maybe with some curly ribbon. There you can see it. And let the ends hang down over your foil. And it covers the foil up, and it makes it that much more special. So there we have our chocolate lollipops. And they're going to be so great at your next party. A great fun way to get your children involved in the kitchen. And just remember, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But wait, it is easy, and you can do it too. So I'll see you next time on Karen's Kitchen Easy.